Hey guys, welcome to the Yoder Homestead. Today I wanted to show you guys kind of what I'm all planting in the garden, kind of give you an update. These videos are kind of sporadic for me. Just takes a lot longer to do things when you're pregnant, and our due date is coming up on 5 weeks. Well, actually we have reached 5 weeks, so it's coming up quick. So I just wanted to show you guys what all is growing right now and just some plans that I have for the garden, and yeah, just to give you an update. So behind me we have garlic that is doing great. It's actually starting to get its scape. So we're going to go through and cut these off. You can use them just as you would garlic, and fry them in butter or however, but you want to take those off so that the bulb actually continues to produce, because this is what would be considered its seed. It'll flower and do all kinds of stuff. So yeah, these are going to be ready close to July 4th, somewhere in there, but that whole bed is full of that. Then we have my tomato bed. So the back side we planted with indeterminate and basil, so the whole back side is that, and then I will actually tie them to these cattle panels. The front side are all determinate, semi-determinate. I'm dealing with this issue right here. You can see that little bug laying eggs on my plants and eating them. So there's some plants that I'm gonna have to be replacing. Since it rained, we're gonna cover them with diatomaceous earth again, and then I want to straw mulch the whole bed to keep the bugs off the plants. So really don't want to spray them with anything, so we're gonna kind of just try and see if we can stay on top of them. But what we did is checked all the leaves the other day, like 2 days ago, for any eggs, and if you keep on top of it, yes, it is a little bit maintaining, but if you keep on top of it, you can keep them away without having to spray. So we're just going to try that and see if we can do it. But like this plant right here, I'm going to replace just because it got pretty much eaten the whole way. But so far the tomatoes are looking great. We also planted them with marigolds in front, and then this side is actually the same, indeterminate, just a bunch of different varieties. And then the front are all determinate style tomatoes that will only obviously grow yay big, but like this plant here, this plant here, just stuff like that, they've been chomping down on them. So just gotta keep an eye out, and we're gonna try and do as much natural as we can. I just don't like to spray the plants because I want to be able to come out here and basically just eat out of it. So we're just gonna try and see if we can stay on top of it. I didn't realize. So potato bugs will eat the nightshade family. If you didn't know that, here's, your news flash, but they eat the nightshade family. So if they're in the soil, they will eat the tomato plants as well. But anyways, in this one we have a whole row of carrots. I did start thinning them out, and I need to finish the next part of the row. And then red beets, just a variety of them. I haven't planted anything on this arbor yet, so we still have that. The big square at the bottom, we have climber tomatoes. That'll, obviously go up the arch. You have to train them a little bit more, but they can do that. And then I have tomatoes along the front here. This huge celery that is gonna probably flower. It was here last year, so I was like, well, I want to see what it does. But you can see the little clusters will probably turn into seeds and stuff. So I'm just gonna let it go and see what it does. We had so many volunteer calendula plants that we just transplanted them and made rows. So I'm hoping they're a really good bug deterrent, or like the bugs will eat the calendula versus other plants. So that's what we're kind of going with. And then some more tomatoes like right here. And then right here there are 3 mounds of melons, like muskmelon style melons. So right there we have 3. Those 2 are volunteer. I have no idea what they are, so we're gonna find that out. And then I read petunias help with cucumbers. So we planted some petunias on either side of these A-frame style little climbers. And then we have 6 cucumber plants in there. So right there's one, and then just train it to go up this side, and then the other one I'm training it to go up the other side. But we're gonna try this with petunias. And then I have 2 more tomatoes right here that are gonna be trained up the arbor. And then some lily plants that we did. I'm excited to see these. I had like tiger lilies at my old house and I miss them. So we're gonna try and grow more. And then these crazy strawberry beds are sending all kinds of runners out. So they're probably gonna have to be put in some other pot because they're just doing crazy. But lots of berries for first year plants. I'm super impressed how good they've done. Really good. And then over here we have another barrel. This one, I'm not quite sure what happened, but there were some plants that didn't make it. So I'm gonna have to replace some of those, but little strawberry blessings. All right, right here I have spicy peppers interplanted with basil. I did this last year and everything did really well, so I'm going to try it again. So yeah, this is just a variety of different spicy peppers. And then I have cucumbers on the back side. This is Nicotiana. It is all self-seeded itself, so I'm just letting it go. There are some pockets where I'm going to move it so I can use this bed right here, the bottom of it. Cosmos everywhere. I love it. More spicy peppers. Here we have onion plants in the end of this one, and over there, and right there, and along the edge of this long bed over here. And then in the bottom of this bed we did jalapeno style peppers. I want a lot of them to do like cowboy candy this year, so I planted a lot of peppers. And then here I have sweet peppers, just a bunch of varieties. Same with this one, interplanted with basil. And then we have nasturtium and some like kind of more cooking peppers in this part of the bed. And some volunteer zinnia that I'm gonna just transplant once I figure out where zinnias are going. Volunteer sunflowers are everywhere. This bed especially has a bunch of them in it. Like right here. This thing is just huge already. And then I have peas along here. I've picked some fresh, but I'm gonna let them go so they actually produce the peas that I want. So right here I have peas, and then right there I have peas. And then 4 tomato plants with marigolds and borage and more volunteer cosmos, zinnias, volunteer borage everywhere. And then on this side I did different varieties of cabbage. So it'll fill in this side, and then nasturtium on the end. More sunflowers. All of these volunteered. So super cool. This is daisies and chives, and then we have radishes that have bolted, spinach. It's too hot for all of that anymore. And then pepper plants right there, and nasturtium. This is a raspberry called Sweet Caroline, I believe. In here, it needs some food, is what it looks like. I don't know, they look really light green. But here are my other onions, along with a volunteer sunflower. And a bunch of different kinds of lettuce that we have. These onion plants I left from last year because this is actually going to bloom and create seed. So I'm going to save those. It's like a yellow onion, I believe, or a red, might be red. But I'm going to save the seeds from these flowers. And then the rest of it is just new onions. And I also have another thornless raspberry. We did add these beds So these are Mike's mom's beds of strawberries. These are first year plants. This one did the same thing with my other tin. It just doesn't have, I don't know, some of the plants just did not do well. So we're gonna have to add more to this, but these are doing really good. And these are doing really good. We've been eating so many strawberries. I would say my favorite variety still is Seascape. So yeah, we have two beds. This is an everbearing, and this is a Junebearing. And then we have blueberry bushes in the pots. And then the other garden is honestly, I think the only vegetable that's going to be in there is okra and potatoes. I think the rest is all going to be flowers. So we have two big potato rows at the bottom that I'm actually going to cover with nets so the bugs stay off of them. And then this row is all flowers. This row is all flowers. This is going to be all flowers, sunflowers and stuff like that. We still need to finish the plastic. Right there is a blackberry bush. But yeah, so this garden is pretty much going to be flowers, and this one's going to be vegetables. I still need to like plant zucchini and some other squash, like winter squash, butternuts and kind of stuff like that. So we're going to do that yet. But another thing I did add this year are these roses. I ordered bare root from David Austin, and yeah, so they're English roses, tea roses, and this lavender is just so beautiful, so beautiful. This is the second year now for it, and the roses are doing really great. Yeah, just super impressed how this border along the front is looking. Got some volunteer borage. Cool. And then this is also from David Austin, different varieties that I got. So once those bloom, I will show you guys what those look like. But this is a climber, so we're kind of just training it up enough so that I can put it on the arbor. Same with this one. They are two different varieties, which you can tell by the growth habit. Like these are more of a red flower, a red leaf when they come out, and these definitely have more green. So excited to see those. There's also clematis on the arbor right here. Beautiful little flowers, and some more volunteer borage is everywhere. Calendula is everywhere, and some nasturtium. Could put one more plant in there, but yeah, just kind of let those spill over. So now I'm gonna walk back and show you guys the back raised beds yet. This is another thing we did. We had to put a drain in up here because it was washing out the entire garden down here. So really glad that's done. We've had a lot of rain. A lot of rain. So glad that's done. I think it'll be good. The garden should be safe now. I also have strawberries up here that are just loaded. Need to actually go get a basket and pick all of them today. Really pretty. Salvia got smashed by the rain. Oh. But this color is just beautiful right now. And then we have just a bunch of pots in here. I do have these 3 towers. So we did a strawberry tower in this one, and then also in this one. These rotate, they're the green stalk planting towers. So we filled 2 of them with strawberries, and then this one is actually all herbs and like sweet alyssum and stuff like that. So did make a video of this one. There were some plants that really struggled. I don't know, I think it was too dry in the shop where I had them, so like, I don't know, they just really struggled. So I had to replace some of them. Like here's another one, like the thyme, I don't know, it just did not do great. So I already replaced one with a new one, and yeah, so we're just gonna see how it does. Some lavender in here, Viviana's little fairy garden. That was really fun to make. And then I have some, these are called At Last roses. They smell amazing. This is actually the tag. So they're called At Last. They're the Proven Winners brand. Yeah, just super pretty. Love them. And one right there. This is Cat Pajama Nepeta, something like that. It's Nepeta, I'm not sure which one. Then back here, we still have some planting room, so I'm gonna fill these yet. They do have tomatoes in them in the green arches. I would love to actually have cattle panel arches, but we'll see if we actually get there. This is lemon thyme, I believe. Really pretty. Oregano, sage, another sage. I've never seen sage bloom, so this has been really pretty to see. And some chives. And then these are all tomato plants. And then I found this variety of mint, and it smells amazing. Absolutely amazing. Can't wait to make tea from that. 2 pots of that. Then we have tomatoes down this side, and this is my leftover garlic. I didn't have enough room in the front to plant it all, so back here is where the rest of it got planted. So right here, this is Escape, and what I'm going to do is just cut it off right here, and then I'll keep these. You can cook with them exactly how you did garlic, so they're useful. I just don't want them to prevent the bulb from continuing to grow, so I'm going to go through and cut all those off. And then we have another thornless raspberry, and then down in that bed there's more raspberry bushes. They're kind of taken over. This one, we have more strawberry plants. Ooh, I see you. Not quite ready. Oh well. So I have 2 varieties of strawberries in here. And then all my asparagus. It's looking awesome. I tried to stake it, but it's pretty heavy with the rain, all the rain we've gotten. Oh great, just broke my stick. Well, never mind. That one's gonna stay. Then some chives tucked in. But yeah, these strawberry plants are doing pretty good. So yeah, that is pretty much all of the beds that I have that are planted right now. Like I said, I'm still gonna do some direct seed stuff, like zucchini that grows real easy, and squash and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the 2024 garden. I'm super excited. It did take a little bit longer. I did have some great help, but it did take a little bit longer just because being pregnant, things just take longer. But I am super thankful for great help this year, and just, yeah, it's gonna take a little village to do it all, but I have some super great people around me, so I'm really thankful for that. And we'll see how the garden does, see how everything goes. Super excited for yeah, just harvesting and getting back into it and having the growing season here again. But I hope you guys are all doing great. But I just wanted to give you an update on what is in the garden, what I'm growing this year, and yeah, I'll give you another update once the flowers are all in. But you won't really see everything until probably like July, when everything starts to get real big and grow and obviously take off. But anyways, thank you for hanging out with me, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.